I'm going to share with you my G-Wagon, and I'm going to change engine oil and oil filter. It's a very easy and a simple process. So without wasting any time, let's get started. I'll open the hood. You don't have to jack up because there is so much room you can slide underneath. But in case if you need to jack up, you always can do so. So these are the things I'm going to use. I'm using a synthetic oil, which is W463 and this is for my castor oil. So you can use any oil, doesn't matter what brand is it, as long as it's approved for your Mercedes. Original Mercedes filter. So the filter has all the O-rings, and this is the genuine original Mercedes filter. Oil filter wrench cap, and which is 74 millimeter. We're going to use the socket for half-inch universal. You can open oil filters. Then the funnel to open the drain plug, 13 millimeter socket, and the drain bucket. Let's get started. First, I'm going to remove the oil filter cap. Once the oil filter is removed, catch any oil, any drippings. Once it's spill on your car, it's going to make it more messy, so it's a good idea. Let the oil drain a little bit and just... So if we see we have a lot of dirty oil, use a lint-free cloth or towel, shop towels, and just to make sure that you clean it. So once it's going to clean, it will soak up all the dirty oil, and as you can see, it's already started to looking much better. So I'm going to use a couple more towels, and I'll soak up all the dirty oil. This is the old oil filter. Just grab it and pull it down, just straight like this. Please discard the oil filter and the oil according to your city law. And I'm just going to make sure that we wipe dirty oil, the old oil from it. Get a straight screwdriver, put this underneath the O-rings, and we're going to remove it. So this is the first O-ring, we're going to remove it. And then we have a second one right here, same procedure. Put something underneath and then just remove it. And this is the third one. And this is the fourth one. So after removing all those O-rings, we're going to install the new ones. Before installing, we're going to make sure that we clean it really well. So these are the new O-rings. This is the big one. This is the middle one. This is the third one, and this is the fourth one. One big one and one small one. And this is the original Mercedes filter. So first step will be putting the bigger one, and we're going to put it in. Just like this, you put it in and then you just push it all the way back and it fits right in there. And now we're going to use the bigger one, which is this. It's always a good idea to lube those O-rings. Gloves already has oil, so it's a good idea just to move around like this. And we're going to put this one, the second one, and that's going to be the same way. Once you push it, and then you make sure that you pull it from other side as well. The second one is fit. Now we're going to do the third one. The third one is this one, and we're going to put it on top, and we're going to slide it. Turn around, and that fits in there. And now the last one. This is the smallest one. So that goes right in there, and that fits in there. So that's all. We put the O-ring. So now we grab the filter, and we're going to push it in, and then we're going to press it, just like this. And when you press it in, as you see, it's seated all the way down there, and that's it. You make sure that number 2 O-ring is exposed. That's how much it goes in. And we're going to install it. So it's really important that we hand tight it. Once it's nicely hand tight, we're going to get the wrench. And as for the tightening, we're going to give a 1/4 turn. That's it. You don't have to over tight it, and this is good. We really don't need to jack up. So on the passenger side, you can do one thing. You can turn the tires this way so you can get more room. So we push the tire out this way, so we have a more room now. And this is the drain plug. It's right underneath, and it will require a 13 millimeter. So what I'm going to do, I'll put the socket and I'll crank it open. So once we crank it open, and now it's loose, and we can open the bolt. There is one copper washer. Make sure you don't lose it. This one has a long bolt, compared to other cars. So you leave it open and you let the oil drain. This is a long bolt, and make sure you don't lose that washer. Once we open the drain plug, oil is keep draining, and we're going to open up. Copper washer, and it's very important not to lose it. And I always recommend that change this washer to the new one. So I have the new one. So these are the new washers. This is the old one. And as for the thickness, this one a little bit flatten out more because of uses, and we're going to place the new one. So as you see, the oil stopped draining. It's dripping now. We have the new washer and the bolt. I'm going to place the bolt back. Then I'm going to tighten the bolt. After tightening the bolt, please make sure that any oil dripping, we're going to clean up. So it's a good idea. Clean up all the surrounding area. We're going to place the ratchet and we're going to tighten it. So it's fully tight. After making sure that drain plug is tightened, oil filter cap is tightened, and now we're going to place the funnel. We're going to pour in the oil. So I'm going to put 8.5 quart, and that will be one whole jug, and then 3.5 from here. And after that, we're going to test it, and we're going to reset the oil level. I'll start pouring. So it's always a good idea to use a big funnel. Then you have less chances of spilling it. I have a 5 quart. Now we're going to open the second one. How to dispose your oil properly and do it like city laws. As you've seen in my previous videos, when we were in San Jose, we leave the oil outside on the street, and our garbage collection day, they pick it up. But here, they don't do that. I'll take it to the auto parts store. Once the oil is collected into the drain bucket, I'll transfer into these jugs again, and I'll give it back to auto parts store, and they will recycle it. Please dispose it properly. Don't throw in your trash can. So I'm going to make sure I will put 3.5 quart, and after putting it in, I'm going to make sure I will check it out. So after checking second time, this is it. So we have 8.5 quart. I'm going to make sure that I take my funnel off and put the cap back, put the hood back. So that's how it's easy to change engine oil and oil filter on your G-Wagon. And if this video helped you out, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.